Oh, hello friends. Okay, this video is a video on warming up before practicing and keeping your hands healthy. And the focus is basically on being efficient with this warm up and hand and body health. Okay, so before we even start, we need to stretch. So before we even use the guitar, first off, good posture. I have a seat that I use normally for practice. I recommend you practicing it in the same seat if you can, not slouched over your guitar on the couch, although we all do it. It's better to have an actual spot to sit in and a seat that you are going to be comfortable with. So when you also play a gig or play a performance for people, you have that same seat, same height. It all makes a big difference. So we've got our chair, good posture. We want to stretch our hands out. Now we're going to do very little. We're just going to pull back your fingers, not too hard. Do about 3 seconds. Thumb, 1, 2, 3. And the same thing going this way. Just each finger. We're just waking them up. And of course, you've seen this stretch before. Do that, maybe hold it 5 seconds. And 5 again. And do it to the other hand now. Now, when I first started, I never stretched hardly ever. I had some injuries early on, not related to guitar, and that led to some problems with my fingers and carpal tunnel syndrome, which led to surgery. So I wish I would have done this 20 years ago. Okay. Also, you can do anything that feels good. So there's our fingers. You want to get your wrist a little bit and the meaty part of your hand. Just massage it. This is not taking long. We're going to do this fast. And the reason why the reason why is because we're not doing it just one time. Then go to your forearm. Your nerves are connected all the way up. So this little area right here can get very tight. Just give it a little rub. Wake it up. Wake up the muscles. Same on the other hand. All right. Some things I like to do just to get my body moving is to stand up, stand good, straight and tall, doing touch your toes type of stretch. That helps quite a bit. Also, shoulders, pull them up, pull them back. Your neck. I would not do any rolling motions. If you want a good neck stretch, one is go to the side and look up. Hold it. Do all these very slow. Other side, and then hold it. Okay, that's all we need to do for stretching. It doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out thing. Before we even play, make sure your guitar is in tune, and make sure your nails are okay, at least as far as any little burrs on them, anything. Get yourself some sandpaper, really high grade, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 grade, very lightly. You should do this before playing all the time, even if it's just a second. You can also use one of these. This isn't as good, but if you don't have anything and you want to buy something real quick, you can use the higher grade of this and just lay your nail down on it. And just get anything off there. Same with the thumb. You can do the top too, especially if you use any type of acrylic or nail hardener, if anything's clumped up. All right, we're demanding good sound from ourselves on this warm-up, and you need to expect and demand from yourself good sound, meaning do not slop through things. If you hear, that's not acceptable. So during this warm-up, we want to focus on sound, focus on relaxing. So what do we do for a warm-up? There's a million YouTube videos with exercises and this and that. And they're good, but that could take a lot of time. So what we're going to do is gear our warm-up to what we're trying to play. Now, I play nylon string guitar, and I'm trying to do gigs with that more often, but I primarily play steel string guitar, and I do solo musician gigs where I play classic music, classic rock, and sing and play harmonica. So I have to be really efficient with my time. So when I practice and when I warm up for the nylon string guitar, I do warm-ups to where it's going to help me with my repertoire that I'm trying to learn right now. What does that mean? Well, I'm not even really paying attention to where I am. I'm paying attention to the sound. That pull-off has to be clear. Remember, when you pull off, you pull down. If I'm doing rest stroke, I pay attention to that. Not using a metronome yet. We're not trying to get fast, we're just trying to... Good sound. Change strings. And you can do that with anything if you have hammer-ons. One thing you can do to warm up that you probably should do every time you warm up is some type of exercise where you're just getting your fingers going. This popular exercise where you're alternating IM. Again, always concentrating on good sound. Now if you're playing something with a 3-note per string, I maybe would make an exercise of that if it's mostly paying attention to fingering too. Whatever it is. So that's my warm-up. I kind of geared my warm-up towards my repertoire. If a piece you're working on has golpe, add it to your warm-up. Arpeggios, if you're doing something that's just a PIMA, add arpeggios to your warm-up if a piece you're working on has a lot of arpeggios. Making some squeaks in there. Those squeaks are not acceptable. So what I'm noticing while I'm warming up, I'm getting some squeaks and things, and I'm not missing the notes. It's my nails. So I have to go back and work on fixing my nails. One of my nails is a little long. I think it's my middle finger. If you're practicing rasgueado, do it a few times. And add it to your warm-up. So during our warm-up, we're going to stretch our hands, stretch our wrists, stretch our body a bit, practice good posture, have the same spot where you practice each day, meaning your chair, same height. And then we're practicing little techniques that are pertinent or that coincide with our repertoire. We're practicing techniques that coincide with the repertoire we're trying to learn, the pieces we're trying to learn. And then we are doing some normal exercises that you should do every day. Focusing on sound, focusing on not having any tension either. Practice to where you can almost where it buzzes, like that. See how little, and then just go just enough to make a sound. Start with muted, and you'll notice how little you have to press down. Focus on that pressure right there. Focusing on a lack of tension. And that should get you warmed up. Another thing that I do, after that, I stretch your hands again. Very little, just quick. Just a little bit. And I've had problems with my hands. Like I said, I had carpal tunnel surgery on both hands. So they get sore quick. But doing these type of things will keep your hands much healthier. Then go on to practicing. And we'll get into an actual practice video next time around. If you get just one thing out of this video, I hope it is your hands are important to warm up. You don't want to just start right into playing. It doesn't take a long time to warm up. And you need consistency as far as your warm up, as far as stretching each day, and good posture, and just get your body moving before you start practicing. You'll notice a huge difference. And focus on sound and lack of tension. All right, my friends, that's it. I do hope you got something out of the video. And if you would like to subscribe, that would be awesome. And I'm going to go through my new subscribers each week, and I will subscribe to your channel as well so we can help each other out. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.